Hello, how's it going? I'm Mari and I will be walking the PCT this year. In this video, I want to just show you some of the gear that I've gotten and just a few updates, and then also, this is probably most exciting for my longtime viewers, but I have some new merch that I'm going to be selling on my website, so I'm very excited about that. So that's going to be at the end of the video. If you're interested, make sure to watch that part. So I have 2 months until my start date of the PCT, which feels like forever, but also I think it's going to go by really quickly. I only have a little over 1 month left here in New Zealand before I go back to the US. As I've said before, I'm waiting to get most of my gear till I get to the US just because it's cheaper there, and also so I don't have to lug it across the world. And yeah, just seems easier to just get it there. But I did get a couple of things here, which I'm going to show you. I am someone, I get really cold hands. Right now I use a merino glove and they're pretty good, but when it's really cold, my hands are freezing still. So from my research, I found a lot of people use this possum down gloves. Z-Pack sells it on their website. And I was like, what is this? What is this possum down? And I looked it up and I was like, oh, it's the kind of gloves that you see everywhere in New Zealand. They're made in New Zealand. You can get them at pretty much any tourist gift shop. So I was like, oh, that's so exciting. Finally, something I can buy here in New Zealand that's made locally. So I walked around Christchurch and there was a little stall I found by the Cathedral Square selling these. They are a mixture of possum fur and merino wool. Now, if you're from the US, you might think possum fur, that sounds really weird, but the possums here in New Zealand are much different than the opossums, or if you call them possums, in the US. The ones here are, I guess they're furrier, I don't know. And the fur is like a hollow fur. They keep you warm even when wet, and they're just good for all kind of weather conditions. The merino is also just such a good natural fiber. These ones are the brand Norsewear. They're 25 New Zealand dollars, which is pretty good. They feel really soft. And I'm going away this weekend on a tramping, as they call it in New Zealand, a little tramping trip to Mueller Hut, which is at Mount Cook National Park, and it's supposed to be snowing. So it will be really good to test these suckers out. If you're someone that feels kind of weird about using possum fur, I get that. It feels kind of weird to me too. However, possums here in New Zealand are an introduced species. The only native mammals to New Zealand are bats and the sea animals like sea lions. So the possums here are a pest. The main native thing in New Zealand are birds, and New Zealand takes such pride and such care over the birds, and a lot of them are endangered because they grew up without having predators. If you think about a kiwi, which is the national bird of New Zealand, it's flightless, basically has no defenses really, so they're just easy targets. And the possums kill the birds, so possums really are quite a nuisance here. But the fur is quite useful for when it's cold, so hence why they make a lot of stuff out of possum. The other thing that I got yesterday at the same little shop is these socks. They are merino possum blend as well, but they're supposed to be super warm, so these will be my sleep socks. The top is a stretchier, so he said it's I don't know, just more comfortable. But also he said that they're really good for hiking, and they also, if they get wet, they still keep you warm, which will be really good. So maybe I'll use these if it's raining for hiking. But otherwise I think they'll just be really warm, nice sleep socks. And I don't have a scale, so I don't know how much they weigh, but they feel pretty light. They're I mean, they're bulky, but my feet get really cold, so it seems worth it. I also got another pair of socks yesterday that I'm going to try out this weekend as well, and they are more toe socks. These are injinji. These are the trail edition, so they're meant, I guess, to be worn on the trail. I don't know yet if I want to use a 2-layer sock system where I use kind of a injinji toe liners and then another sock over. I'm not sure, but I'm going to try these out this weekend just as is and see how they go. But yeah. Some of you might have seen my video where I was testing out using an iPhone for filming. Thank you so much for all of the feedback. That was the first time I was just trying out the iPhone. It's actually pretty good, but I didn't like how shaky it was. I know I could get a gimbal, but I like having a camera, and I think if I'm gonna be out there, I want to make some good videos and I want to take some great pictures and all of that. So yeah, I've decided that I will bring a camera. The camera that I wanted to bring is the Canon G7X. I've used this for a long time, but as you may have noticed, yeah, it's gotten a little busted up. Actually, this is my second version of the G7X. I've had two because the first one got too much lint under the screen. This one actually has too much lint under the screen too, but I was still using it. Usually with my wind muff, I just took it off. On the hiking trip that I did over New Year's, there was some bushwhacking involved. This was in my shorts pocket when I was going through all these tall shrubs, and then by the time I took it out, I just noticed that basically it's all messed up. This doesn't close anymore, and the screen is just... So I decided to get a new camera for the trip, which is very exciting. I had the G7X first edition. Since then they've come out with the Mark II. So I was either going to get that, or I was considering the Sony RX100, which is a very similar camera. But I'm very used to the Canon, I really like it. My other camera that I use, I'm shooting on now, is also a Canon. I just really like Canon. And I found they're having a really good sale on the G7X Mark II. So I got it. How exciting. Yeah, it was actually cheaper here than it is in the US, which is weird because that usually doesn't happen. Dun 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 dun! Yeah! I'm so excited about it. It is kind of heavy, but it feels worth it. And I am getting something to put over the screen so I don't mess it up again like it did before. And I'll be putting a wind muff on it and all that like I have before as well, so yeah, I'm really excited about that. Another new piece of gear that I didn't get, but Nick got. He got his pack, and it's a little bit different than maybe something you've seen before, but if you're from New Zealand, you might have seen it before. Without further ado.
G'day guys, I got an arm pack. So they're made not far from where we live, just up in a little place called Amberley. Yeah, they're pretty cool, a bit different. It's going to be a bit noticeable on the track. But they got quite a cool idea behind them, and you know, sometimes you just want a piece of home. Why not make it a pack? It's pretty cool. It's nice and light. And it's not the ultra light ones, but it's pretty good. It's got heaps of cool features. Yeah.
Here's the best part.
Looks like a regular pack until yeah, this is where it gets interesting. Got a couple of pockets to help distribute the weight. Got this wire here, and so it plugs into your waistband. It sits in your waistband and sits on the front, so it distributes the weight of your pack over your hips more instead of leaning back. Yeah, and so it's pretty cool. I don't know, I'm gonna give it a try. Put all your heavy stuff in here, keeps you forward. It's meant to be pretty good. Well, I don't know, something different.
Yeah. Sweet! My favorite part of the pack though. The straps like aren't attached, they're like independent and they like can rotate a lot. You just have a really big range of motion. It just feels like really cool. I feel like it's hard to understand by just watching, but if you put it on, you would be amazed. It's pretty good. Yeah, exciting. Thanks, Nick.
Good.
Oh, another thing I did for the PCT prep is I signed up for a wilderness first aid course. I'll do that once I get back to California. I think if you're going to do the PCT this year or another trail or just going to be in the wilderness a lot, it seems really important to know the first aid. I don't know really anything about that, so I think it's very important for me to learn basics and be able to help other people if I need to, and also be able to help myself if I need to. So if you're interested in something like that, I'll put the website below so you can check it out as well. Okay, now for the part of the video that I'm very excited about. One second. Ta-da! If you're new to my channel, then you probably don't know me that well, and you're probably like, why would I buy her merch? I don't know. If you've been around a while, I also don't know why you want to buy it, but maybe you do. So this is my logo. It's the mountain and an anchor for water. I love being on boats and being in the mountains, so this logo to me just kind of symbolizes adventure and travel and good times, exploration and nature. So hope I can bring you some of that. There are a few options if you're interested in something like this. First of all, there are patches. We have 3 colors: turquoise, forest green, and tan. So you can buy them just themselves. They're iron-on and you can put them on anything you want. Then we have beanies like this, and we have 4 colors. We have this gray, we have a green, like an olive green, we've got a charcoal gray, and we've got like this rust kind of orangey color. I will be custom making them so you can get any color patch on any color beanie. Then the other thing we have are these hats. They are 5-panel caps, and again with the logo. We have 3 colors. We have this khaki, we have black, and we have navy. Again, you can put any patch on. These hats I've actually thought a lot about. I picked out very specific ones. They have little eyelets for some airflow. They're cotton, which for hiking, I don't know if that's ideal, but well, this is what we got. For ironing on, it's a better choice. Anyway, the back clasp is something that I really wanted. It opens like this, and you can put it back in like this, and it's fully adjustable. What I like about this kind of closure is that sometimes when I'm hiking, I like to take my hat off and maybe like clip it to my pack or something if there's a time when I don't want to wear it. A lot of the adjustable hats though, they don't remember your adjustment when you open it, if that makes sense. Anyway, so this is like you just can keep it adjusted to your certain thing and then open and close and you're good to go. Yeah, so I'm very excited. Okay, the only bad thing that I don't know, maybe one of you has better insight on this. So the patches are here, they're ready to ship, they're good to go. I'll send them out as soon as you place the orders or a couple days after, depending on what day it is. And then the hats though are a little bit more complicated. They're made to order, so I have to order the hats and then attach the patches. So there's a little process with that, and then shipping I found is it's gonna be different for everywhere. I did the little shipping estimates online from here in New Zealand, and the shipping just looks outrageous to anywhere in the world. It looks like it's about 35 New Zealand dollars to ship anything. I don't know. I really don't think anyone's gonna want to pay that much for shipping. So these right now are available for pre-order. For New Zealanders, actually, I'm offering free shipping as a way for just saying kind of thanks for sticking with me this long and thanks for embracing me in your country and having me here. Also, the conversion of cost between US dollars and New Zealand dollars is just not as good of a deal for New Zealanders, so free shipping to you guys. So it's a pre-order right now, and those will start shipping in a couple of weeks. All of the info is on the website though. Now for anyone who's in the US, you will also be able to purchase these as a pre-order, and then when I come back to the US, I'm gonna schlep them all with me and then ship them from there because it's just gonna be much more efficient. You'll get them probably actually faster, and it'll be a lot cheaper. So that's the plan. Australia residents, I will ship them to you from here in New Zealand. And then everyone else in the world, the shipping is just so expensive, whether I send it from here or the US. I really apologize. I don't know how to make it cheaper. If anyone has any good insight on how to make it cheaper, let me know. If you really want the hat though and you are willing to pay the shipping, be my guest. Check out the website and see. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this little quick gear video and new merchandise. Like I said, this weekend I'm going on a little adventure to Mount Cook, so next week will be a cool video about that experience. I'll see you guys later. Hope you're all doing well. Bye!